So if you were planning to buy the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE, you might actually want to wait because the new Galaxy S26 FE leaks are starting to look seriously interesting. Yes, a new leak claims the Galaxy S26 FE could use the same Exynos processor found inside Samsung's premium foldable phone lineup. And remember, foldable usually cost over $1,000, so seeing similar flagship level power inside a FE phone is a pretty big deal. Now let's break this down. According to a leaker on X, Samsung is expected to use Exynos globally for the S26 FE. At the same time, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 is rumored to use Snapdragon worldwide, while the Z Flip 8 may use both Snapdragon and Exynos depending on their region. But for the S26 FE, it looks like Samsung is going all in on Exynos globally. Now before you say, oh no, Exynos again, hear me out. The S24 FE and S25 FE didn't really bring huge performance improvement. They were decent, but nothing that made people's jaw drop. But the S26 FE, that story could be very different. Recently leaked Geekbench score shows the Galaxy S26 FE delivering around 17% better single-core performance and about 16% better multi-core performance compared to the S25 FE, and that is not a tiny jump. But here comes the shocking part. Even though the S26 FE is expected to use a similar X-Clips 950 base chipset found in the Galaxy Z Flip 7, the leaked benchmark scores are reportedly even better than the Flip 7 itself. Yes, a cheaper FE phone possibly outperforming a premium foldable, that's the kind of leak that turns heads. And if these numbers are real, Samsung might finally give FE users true flagship level smoothness without forcing them to spend flagship money. Now let's talk about pricing because this is where things get really interesting. Normally, if Samsung puts a strong processor inside the FE series, you would expect the price to go up. But according to reports, Samsung may already have a plan to keep cost under control. Yes, Samsung is reportedly sourcing OLED display panels from Chinese manufacturer CSOT not only for the S26 FE but even for the future Galaxy S27 series. This is actually a big shift from Samsung. Samsung usually prefers using its own display panels, but because of rising production cost, the company seems to be looking for cheaper alternatives with similar quality. And honestly, that sounds like a smart move because right now smartphone buyers care more about value than ever before. Nobody wants to pay more just for a shiny logo. And Samsung clearly knows the FE series has to walk a very thin line between premium and affordable. So now I want to hear from you guys. Would you trust the Exynos 2500 inside the Galaxy S26 FE? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. With that being said, subscribe if you like, and I will see you in the next one.